The world is in turmoil once again, and legendary weapons emerge. The Lenovo Legion Y700 Gen 5 went on sale yesterday, a top performer for small screens. Anbernic RG Vita's overseas price has been unveiled, and yet another clone device emerges. Gentlemen, don't say there's nothing good. With a clone device, even giants take notice. Let's dive into this chapter of the Clone Device Chronicles. They might laugh at my clones, but I laugh at them for not seeing the bigger picture. It's been a month since Anbernic released videos for the RG Vita and a Vita Pro before the new year, and they've finally confirmed the devices will go on sale on the 23rd of this month. Both products look almost identical, paying homage to the 16:9 form factor of the Sony PS Vita. The regular Vita has a 5.46-inch 1280x720 display, an older Tiger T618 processor, and Android 12. Priced at $99.90 overseas, it only offers 3 plus 64 GB storage. Meanwhile, the Vita Pro, which some say is barely a Pro, features a 5.5-inch 1920x1080 screen, uses the RK3576 processor, and supports both Android 14 and Linux. It costs $140, offering 4 plus 64 gigs of storage. The company has also ported 3DS and Vita emulators to the Linux system. Both machines use passive cooling, however, the domestic price in China will be slightly cheaper than the overseas price, probably by about 100 yuan or so. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. While the RG Vita Pro is still in its promotional phase, another flip handheld from Anbernic has been leaked. Why does this screen look like a fake? Are they seriously going to try and pass off another one-to-one replica of something? So what's the deal with this machine? We'll have more on that later. GKD, one of the big three clone device makers, recently announced the screen specs for its GKD 350 Ultra. It's confirmed to be the same 3.5-inch 1600x1440 screen found in the Elalog Pocket and Ayani Pocket Vert. Oljang first mentioned the RK3568S processor, then denied it. That was likely a smokescreen, but dual Linux and Android systems are confirmed. The GKD 350 Ultra now has engineering samples, similar in size to their GKD 350H. It's tentatively set for a May release, as it still needs further software and hardware optimization. Zhang keeps changing this machine's specs, as if he's afraid players will uncover his Machiavellian schemes. MyJack, which focuses on overseas markets, recently launched two new products with identical designs, the To Dream Night and the To Dream Pro. Both have the same 4.5-inch 1440x1080 screen. The Night has a MediaTek 799 3 plus 64 GB, the Pro has 4 plus 64 GB, and a Dimensity 7300. Western Technology is also set to release 4 Linux-based devices, namely the MIDI 40, RF40H, F35V, and RF35H. This looks like a big RK3326 surge. They just launched the RK3326 R36 Max 2 with an upgraded screen. Specs are shown. The second protagonist of our clone device saga hasn't made any moves recently, only releasing the Ayani Pocket Air Mini Little Yellow Duck Edition. Their AI translation feature also just entered closed beta. A Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 handheld, the X95 Pro, recently appeared on 1688. It features a 3.5-inch 640x480 screen, a 3000 mAh battery, and is priced at $175 to $215, but only available for wholesale. I'm not so sure I believe it. This looks more like an RK3326 device. With the recent rise in memory prices, our Android handhelds have also been affected. The 12GB RP6 is discontinued and the RP7272 is out of production. New devices have also increased in price. Yesterday, the Y700 Gen 5 was released, the first small tablet with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. The 8.8-inch 165Hz screen, 3040x1904 resolution, and 9000 mAh battery. The base model costs 3,999 yuan, the 16 plus 512 is 4,799, and the 24GB plus 1TB is 5,999. Isn't this just the Clone Device Chronicles? Is the Legion Y700 a clone device? Actually no, it isn't. Alright everyone, that concludes this installment of the Clone Device Chronicles. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. Lately, making these videos has been quite exhausting, and I'm honestly not sure if I can continue the Clone Device series.